Whoops. It's really loud. 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 It's really loud.
And with 3 hours until the coin toss, it is still anybody.
I'm gonna wait a minute and let some people get in here.
Make some noise now, listen, y'all like to smoke? Okay, for me it's been a minute. Put that vibe, I know I'm a dude, I'm in it. I'm not every man, but never fear, cause they'll be right back. What's up, RikaShae? Hold on, wait a minute. Homie, can you light that? He hit it with the bit. Alright, pass it back again. Okay, we really got the lighter. Y'all know the whole team about to win. Oh shit, we really improvising in this spot. I asked my friend to light my chain. He really had a problem. Make some noise now, listen, y'all like to smoke? Okay, for me it's been a minute. Put that vibe, I know I'm a dude, I'm in it. I'm not every man, but never fear, cause they'll be.
I did not
Night parade, and so much more. Celebrate happy with us starting May 16th, 2025 for a limited time. Visit Disneyland.com/70 for details. Disneyland.com.
what is going on? I think I might need to put, yeah, I think for this I'll put my camera smaller and I'll put screen size so you guys can read it. Some tags on here so we can. Okay, what is if we be smaller? Or should I go top corner? Two. And then move the. I'm gonna be able to make this bigger so you guys are able to. I don't. All right, so put this. There we go. We're gonna play a game as soon as we get a few people in here. I wish I knew how to see like how many people were in the chat. Because what I want to do really is not going to work if we don't have people in here. God, apparently my internet is trash right now. This normally takes like seconds. Shit, no. I f***ed up on all that. So I think that's about it. Is this still trying to... It's that one. Do go back to the main page. We're gonna go here. Just waiting for a couple of people to join so that we could start, because we're gonna play a game and I'm gonna start a poll and I need people to vote. I wish there was a way for me. Put it over here. Ah, there we go. All right, we got 3 people in here. Wait till we get like 5 or 6 people. Got a fun little game though. Maybe it's not fun. It's fun for. I tested it with some friends today, and they all loved it. So. Let's jam out to some music. Is everybody's day going? No, maybe we could do. If I go to Discord, it might cut out my mic. Let's see, try it. Make sure that it's not on the screen. Okay, that's crazy. I play some what? Don't want this open. Come here. We have a Discord server. Slower. I don't know if you guys could even hear the music, but
Truth is revealed. Wait, Harry Mack coming out to Las Vegas for the first time? Yo, this can't be real. He'd be straight up absurd. Yeah, he really got away with words. But you know we gotta see him when he comes. Hold up, what's the date? That was April 3rd. Yeah, everything we drop is astounding. Spray it in rhythm like the Bellagio fountain. Shouts to MGM, cause making great music is grand. Come through, y'all, and throw up your hands. First headline show out in Vegas, so you know you gotta represent. Hey, rappers hella jelly of the moves that I'm making, cause I'm going where they never win. Let's get it. I'ma drop another fat rap. Out in Vegas like Sinatra and the Rat Pack. When I'm spitting, yo, the visuals appear. They surround y'all like I'm rocking in the sphere. One day we gon' be up in that venue. I'll be putting something fresh up on the menu. Yeah, you could go ahead and place your bet. You never heard no one as crazy yet. Come on.
Jesus, he's so
But
sick.
it ain't all about the strip. I'm out here lifting you higher. Hey, I am the one they admire. Yeah, I'm in the valley of fire. But it's not etched in stone. Lyrics up the head, top slamming. Every time I spit, you know I'm about to paint a picture that be looking hella scenic like it's Red Rock Candy.
Let's go.
Las Vegas, man, for the first time ever. Anomaly tour, we coming, man. This is a unique one-of-one, off-top, improvised freestyle experience. No two shows are the same, so you know you gotta come out and feel these vibes, man. We can't wait to rock with y'all. Las Vegas.
That's dope. I'm going to see him tomorrow night. I'm excited. Should I go through his thing or should I go through the Discord? Because these don't look like I'm gonna be able to find it. Alright, yeah, let me go through the Discord. We already went to San Diego, but let's see the San Diego freestyle because that's where I'm from.
Interlocking like Legos. Special message to the fans out in San Diego. Y'all know that Matt came to slay the verse. I need y'all to save the date. It's April 1st. Are y'all coming? I just want to be sure. Cause we gon' get it poppin' for an anomaly tour. It's your words and topics that I'm about to synthesize through my mind and spit them out. Every show is improvised. Y'all known for beaches and that beautiful weather. When I'm out in San Diego, dog, I truly feel better. It's hard to explain. Y'all just elevating my brain. And when we rockin' on stage, energy is insane. Yo, it's dope flows off top that I'm known to rock. Make your head spin 900 like Tony Hawk. Shout to the hometown legend. Y'all know how we reppin'. I plug into the amp, then I turn it up to 11. Let's go. Check out these styles that I spark. My brain remain expansive like Balboa Park. I'm an animal out the zoo when I'm rocking for you. Never lying when improvising, y'all, I'm keeping it true. So once again, April 1st, I'll prove my skills are evident. San Diego in the spot, y'all know we gotta represent. Anomaly tour, we coming to your city. So come through and peep the flows, it's mad witty. Let's go. Yes, indeed. San Diego, come represent with us on April 1st, man. Anomaly tour. You know how we do this, man. One of one, super.
So if you haven't seen those, he's doing one for every city of his tour. Basically just freestyling about your city. It's pretty sick. All right, how many people we got in here now?
You can't put a price on well-being. That said, in-person therapy can cost from $100 to $250 per session. That adds up.
Got 3 people. All right, let's just start. Let's just start the game and maybe we'll get some more people in here. Hopefully you guys join in on the fun. Let's see. So here's what we're gonna do. Mr. Osis, what up, buddy? Oh, it's 5 a.m. for you, huh? So good morning, sir. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little game. This is on the Doge website. I don't know if you guys following what Doge does. Doge is going through the government systems and agencies and trying to find any like contracts that aren't that should have been expired that are still getting paid, or just really crazy contracts that we should not be paying for. Lots of different stuff that they're doing. But this is something I found on the website. It's called WTF, Wasteful Taxpayer Funding, and this is a game called Real or Fake. So what it's going to do is it's going to pop up 2 choices, and you have to tell, and these are a contract that Doge has cut out of the government spending, and you have to pick which one is real and which one is fake. So what I'll do is I'll put a poll up for top or bottom. Or nope, I'll go left or right. On my phone, it's top or bottom. Hey, what's up, Lynette? How are you doing? Long time no see. So we're gonna go with the poll. Wait, how did I? Ah, man, I already forgot how to make a poll. Here we go. Start a poll. Just gonna say left or right. All right. So the poll is which of these spending initiatives is real? Is it the development of an intranasal vaccine against gonorrhea? This would be made at the National Institute of Health, funded $14.6 million in research project to develop an intranasal vaccine for gonorrhea prevention. Or is it sexual dimorphism, gender expression in marine life? The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration funded $950,000 to study and investigate gender fluidity and its ecological significance in fish species. All right, so we got 100% of you said it's the left. Did it show me like how many people have voted or anything like that? No. All right, we're gonna go with the left. And that is real. Now, what's cool about this game is that a lot of these they just seem like they're completely made up or fake. But what you could do is you could click on view the source and it'll show you. So this is from usaspending.gov and it'll take you exactly to the contract. And it shows you every single thing. So health and research and design services, healthcare services, applied research. So that's the product or service code. Outlaid amount is 2.7 million. The obligated amount is 5.4 million. And this is probably over. So what they usually do is like it says it's 14 million total. That means that this was probably contracted for 3 years. So when they cancel it, that means that you're saving whatever was left on that contract. Hopefully that makes sense. Close that. We'll go back to here and we'll go to the next round. So we got, oh wait. End poll. Do I have to make a new one each time? Oh, we only had one vote. Start a poll. Left. Right. Okay, we're gonna start the next poll. We're looking at the State Department spending to teach kids in Kyrgyzstan how to go viral. The Department of State funded a $120,000 program teaching young people in Kyrgyzstan how to create viral content on social media. Or is it the research on effects of listening to whale songs on judicial decision making? I really hope it's not that one. Administration Office of the United States Courts is studying whether exposure to whale songs can influence judges' empathy and decision-making process with a $500,000 grant. Somebody voted for the right. I hope it's not the right. At this point, I don't believe any word the U.S. government says. Too many different messages and lies. Oh yeah, it's very hard. It's very, very, very hard to find anything truthful. It's very hard to, with the media and the politicians, everybody is just going back and forth and back and forth. But these 100% are real. When you go into us.gov, like when you go into spending and the other different websites, this is where they literally have to put them legally into the system and show what is what. And this is all just taken straight from there. So we're going to pick, we only got one vote. I had read the nasal spray research. Jeez. Okay, so the real one was to teach kids in Kyrgyzstan how to go viral. If you wanted to, this came from the Festivus report. Festivus report is something that Ron Paul, or Rand Paul, one of the Pauls does this every year. And it shows like a lot of crazy spending that we do in our government. All right, next poll. Are you guys able to read these? Is it big enough that you could read them on the screen? next one we have funding for a national campaign to promote the use of emojis in official government communications. Okay, I wonder if I can make this. See if we can make it big enough to read it. Because we probably have to go like this right here. It's probably too big though, so we... Is that any better? I mean, I'm imagining if you're on a phone, it's probably impossible to read. It's a way we can... Does that work? Does that help any better if it goes into night mode? You have matchsticks keeping your eyes open. Nice. All right, so we're looking for which is a spending initiative is real. Is it funding for a national campaign to promote the use of emojis in official government communications for $250,000? Or is it the National Institute of Health studies on Russian cats walking on treadmills for $2.7 million? Emojis in government communications or cats walking on treadmills? This one's interesting. I wonder which one this one is. We got somebody, so we're going with the left. That is fake. It is Russian cats walking on treadmills. This one sounds like another one from Festivus. So what we could do is, I wish it would show like right where it's at. Here we go. Russian cats on a treadmill studies funded by part of a $2.7 million NIH grant. Russian cats were forced to walk on a treadmill in Russian labs. This is all thanks to the US taxpayers footing the bill. Russian scientists funded with your money posted videos of their catwalk studies, which showed shaved cats hooked up to electrodes walking on a treadmill. Oh my god, it's so crazy. All right. End that poll. We'll start a new poll. This is funny. All right, we got Department of Justice toilet paper rolls 2-ply 96-pack for $130,000? Or is it a study on the impact of virtual reality on the fear of public speaking among politicians? Is researching how virtual reality exposure therapy can help politicians overcome their fear of public speaking with a $800,000 study. You know what? I honestly, I don't think that either one of these are too bad. I think our politicians should learn how to public speak. I don't know if it should cost $800,000. But I also think if it was Department of Justice toilet paper, let's say they have, you know, probably... Let's ask Grok. How many people... Let's see how many people are in the Department of Justice. 117,000 people. So if the Department of Justice was spending $130,000 for toilet paper, I think that would be actually pretty I think that would be pretty good. Let's see. We're going. You guys picked the right. All right. Let's see. No, it's the real. Okay, so it is the toilet paper. That one, I'm okay with that. That's not too bad. All right, so we're gonna end poll, start a new poll. All right. Next one is an initiative to install holographic tour guides in museums. Hey, Mr. Osis, have a good night. I'll be sharing some footage from Harry Mack's concert tomorrow in the Discord. All right, we got an initiative to install holographic tour guides in museums for $2.5 million. Or National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases on transgender monkey experiments, $475,000. Experiments involving hormone treatments in monkeys to study various psychological effects. Man, this could be either one. Holographic tour guides in museums or transgender monkey experiments. Going with the left. It's a transgender monkey experiment. Oh my god. Let's see what this one says. All right, all right. I don't know if this is the right one. Oh no, this is going to give away some of the answers. Try to scroll fast. Oh no, yeah, this is going to give away some of the answers. It's just too bizarre. I agree. All right, let's end that poll. All of these are really, really crazy. All right, the next question. We're at 6 out of 10. So we got the State Department spending on social media influencers for $4.8 million. Or the State Department program to train embassy staff in juggling for team building. So did they spend $300,000 to teach embassy staff how to juggle? Or did they spend $4.8 million on social media influencers? I'm pretty sure it's the left.
Shop our fresh boneless skinless chicken breasts for just $2.49 a pound, or score juicy mangoes for 25 cents each when you click the deal.
Why American taxpayers are paying social media influencers and I ain't getting none of that.
Shop the deals online or in store today.
I wonder if there's somewhere where you could apply for it. I should have applied for it. Got 100% to the left. That is real. That's also from the Festivus report. All right. Next round. I only saw the very, very first part of this and I already know the answer. Because I've read this one before. Pickleball complex in Las Vegas for $12 million, or a program to train service pigeons for disaster communication. Department of Homeland Security is spending $850,000 to train pigeons as low-tech backup communication systems for delivering messages during disaster-induced network outages. Or is it for a $12 million for a pickleball complex in Las Vegas? I definitely know the answer to this one. So I will not put my input. What's funny is that we used to use there has been government programming for teaching pigeons how to like dispose of bombs, to teaching pigeons how to, because they're really, I guess they're really smart and easy to train. But we went with the right, but I'm pretty sure this is the left because I have seen the pickleball complex in Las Vegas that apparently my taxpayers' dollars went to, and I did not know that. Yeah, the pigeons did well during the war. Oh, so you read about that. Yeah. But that was a long, long time ago, and I think we've moved on from that. I think they did it with chickens. They tried to do with chickens, and then they tried to do with pigeons. Pigeons were able to like find mines on the ground, I believe, and like they trained the pigeons to do a lot of different things. Or I wonder if... Oh no! Okay. Oh no! All right, we're starting over. Maybe we'll get some of the same ones. I wonder how many different ones there are. Okay, we got messages on homing pigeons. Yep. All right. Development of a national pun database for education. Oh, I wish that was real. That would be really dope because I like to use puns in my raps a lot. And usually I don't use them the way that they have put them because I think they're corny, but I do use the wordplay to figure out some new type of lines. So if there is a pun database, I definitely want to go look it up. So we got a pun database for education for $1.1 million, or address disparities among lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning and intersex individuals. The Department of Health and Human Services funded $375,000 initiative to research and address health disparities affecting the LGBTQ communities through targeted interventions. I wish it was a pun database, but I'm pretty sure it's the LGBTQ address disparities among. I really don't even know what that means. All right, we're going with the right. That is real. Let's see where this comes from. USA spending. Obligated amount is $375,000. So we must have cut it off. We cut it off at $16,000. Pact Coalition PFS for the LGBT community in Clark County, Nevada. Ah, it's in Vegas too. Jesus. To address disparities among lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning intersex. Let's see if we can read more. Oh my God, this is huge. With the goals of increasing awareness and community capacity around substance use prevention, as well as reducing risk factors and increasing protective factors to prevent the onset and progression of substance use disorder. Of the 2.3 million residents of Clark County, 5% identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. The population is primarily between the ages of 18 and 34, with the next highest percentage being ages of 50 to 64. Wow, this is a lot of information. All right. Lots of information on there. Let's see what the next round is. Oh, I know the answer to this one already. Okay. Do we think that there was a COVID-19 relief fund used to buy an island? It says a Florida man fraudulently obtained and misused $8 million in COVID-19 relief funds to purchase a private island and other luxury items instead of supporting legitimate business needs. $8 million. Or did we spend $15 million on educational television for peace building in Afghanistan? Either one of these is super screwed. To adapt and produce a localized version of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood to promote education and peace in Afghanistan. Wow. $15 million for television in Afghanistan, or $8 million stolen out of the COVID-19 relief funds to buy an island. Wow. I think either way we're screwed on this one. You going with the left? All right, let's see. I already know it's the left. All right. Which spending initiative is real? State Department spending to secure the Paraguayan border. Hope I said that right. Did we spend $2.1 million to help the Paraguayan border? Or did the State Department program to train embassy staff in juggling for team building? Ah, we already seen this one. So we're going to have to go with the Paraguayan border. The Paraguayan? That's probably how you say it, right? Paraguayan. So the State Department spent $2.1 million on the Paraguayan border. That's another one that made it across the pond. So you've heard that as well? Now, as crazy as that one sounds, I'm assuming that Paraguay is somewhere in like Central or South America. And I could see if it is in South America or Central America, I would feel like those are kind of justified, because if we help the borders below us, then maybe they won't get up to our border. So I could see where that one would be beneficial. All right, next poll. Did the National Institute of Health do a study on the impact of scented candles on migraine frequency for 500,000? Or, oh, we already got this one. Development of an intranasal vaccine against gonorrhea for $14.6 million. These ones that are like health research, I mean, aside from the crazy amount, 14.6 million, I definitely don't have a huge issue with it. If we could do a intranasal vaccine that stops gonorrhea, I think I'd be kind of okay with that. I think I would like be very curious of where the money went, like, but I'm sure it's really expensive. All right, let's end that one. I think we're 100% right now on this one. What the hell? Okay, did we spend $2.5 million for a penguin climate change awareness documentary? The National Science Foundation granted $2.5 million to produce a documentary series educating the public about the effects of climate change on Antarctic penguin populations. I could definitely see that one being real. Okay, or did we spend $40 million in USAID, South Sudan, gender-aware, sustainable water, sanitation, and hygiene? $40 million for a gender-focused water, sanitation, and hygiene program in South Sudan to improve infrastructure and health outcomes. Now, honestly, I could see either one of these being something that I wouldn't necessarily be too mad about. If we're helping build an infrastructure for water and sanitation and hygiene in South Sudan, or on a documentary for climate change. You're going with the right? Let's go with the right. Oh, it was right. Okay. Now, the only thing that I don't know about this one is like the gender aware. I don't know what that means. Like South Sudan gender aware sustainable water. 40 million for a gender focused water, sanitation, and hygiene pro. So I don't know why it's gender aware or gender focused, but if we're helping them get water, sanitation, and hygiene, then I definitely wouldn't be too mad about it. I would like to see, like, if we are doing this, like, how many wells did we build? How many pipes did we build? Like, what actually went into that? Because that's another one of the big problems. So we had already given them 19.3 million when we cut it off, and the potential award amount was 40 million. So we would have really actually saved 20 million on that. Professional, scientific, and technical services. I would like to know how this was like gender aware. I wonder if the people that put these information in for the grant, like to get the grant, if they just put gender aware in the title, so that way like it gets approved. Yeah, so they were given $1 million, and they were given, oh man, you could read each line of this. It's really crazy. Again, just another one that I don't really have a not completely against giving different countries like water, if that's what it's actually doing. And I wouldn't be against a documentary on how the climate change is affecting penguins. Be kind of cool. Sexual dimorphism in gender expression in marine life. I think we already had this one. Wait, what? Oh no. All right, did we spend $950,000 to study or to investigate gender fluidity and its ecological significance in fish species? Or did the State Department spend $32,000 allocated to breakdancing? $32,000 on breakdancing programs as part of a cultural exchange and youth engagement initiative in various international locations. Oh, so they weren't even for America. It was $32,000 to get kids to breakdance. See, this I'm all for this one. I hope that's the right one. I mean, I hope it happened. It is weird though that you could do like $40 million to help give another country water, but only $32,000 to breakdancers. Ooh. But this is probably one of those things where somebody was smart enough to get a government grant, just requested it probably and got it. I wonder if my friend Chris. Yes, it was real. It was the breakdancers. Let's go. That was in the Festivus report. I didn't read that one. I've read the Festivus report. Damn. Big up to the breakdancers getting money from the government. All right, what's the next one? We're back to 7 out of 10 now. NIH program, so the National Institute of Health, to train hamsters for medical equipment testing for $325,000. Or remote darting wild horse fertility control. The Bureau of Land Management allocated $200,000 for remote darting programs to administer fertility control to wild horses, supporting population management on public lands. I wonder what a remote darting program is. I'm picturing it like a drone that flies around and shoots a tranquilizer dart into a horse so that they can spay or neuter it to control the population. Do we have that? Or do we train hamsters for medical equipment testing? So spending to train hamsters to test the usability of small scale medical devices. Okay, it's definitely not this one. I was thinking like using hamsters to like test out equipment, but it's actually like saying like you train the hamsters to like use small hamsters have small hands so they can get a tiny scalpel. So, yes. I wonder what this means. I wish it would explain it, but it's definitely not going to explain it. Oh, I think that's the wrong. That source right there is definitely not the right source. Fuck that one up. If there's a way to report. Are we at 100% right now? All right, we're on question 8 out of 10. Did the... Oh man, this is another one we already got. The National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease spent $477,000 on controversial experiments involving hormone treatments in monkeys to study various psychological effects. Or did we research on the use of glitter as a non-lethal crowd control measure? Department of Justice is exploring the development of biodegradable glitter as a distracting, non-lethal alternative for crowd control. So, I think we already know that the answer is the left, but we did do some type of research on glitter in the military, and nobody knows why. I watched a documentary about it where they found that the biggest who is the biggest purchaser? Is that a word? Purchaser of glitter. I wonder if that will figure it out. So it says the identity of the largest purchaser of glitter remains a mystery, as major manufacturers like Glitterex, based in New Jersey, have consistently refused to disclose this information. This is probably the thing I read. 2018 New York Times interview, Glitterex manager stated that their biggest client, an entire industry rather than a single company, prefers secrecy, with the intriguing hint that you would never guess it and they don't want anyone to know that it's glitter. Popular theories include the boat and marine industry, where glitter is mixed into paint for large vessels like cruise ships and to enhance the durability and aesthetics. Though this seems too obvious given the secrecy, another hypothesis points to the military, possibly for use in explosives as micro-taggants to trace origin post-detonation, or in shaft to disrupt radar. These claims lack solid evidence and the volume required might not match glitter production scales. So there's a documentary about this, and it's very, very interesting because there's like just millions and millions and millions of pounds of glitter that has been sold to the military. Oh, maybe it's this podcast. Endless thread suggesting boat manufacturers. The answer isn't conclusive. No, so that wasn't it. Yeah, I did watch something or read something that the military is the biggest purchaser of glitter, and the idea that it might be like packed into explosions so that glitter goes off makes sense, because I know like on a taser that you could shoot, like any taser that has prongs on it, outside of like if you buy it privately, when you shoot a taser, a bunch of like confetti comes out, and every single piece of the confetti has a serial number on it. And that's how they could, like, if you were running around like just tasing people and like robbing them or something, all this confetti comes out of it, and that's how they would track whoever's registered to that taser. One with the left, that's real. Start a new poll. We are on question 9 out of 10. This shit is wild though. Okay, we haven't got these ones. Oh, we have got this one. Dang it. What up, Dusty? How you doing? Man, you would have enjoyed this one. My good friend Dusty, he was in the military and probably knows about this. Have you ever heard of the study or the conspiracy theory maybe that the military is the biggest purchaser of glitter? So I'm reading these out loud as well. I'm not sure how. I got to figure out a way to maybe make this bigger. Let me take my dumb face off of it. We got. What is it used for? Are you allowed to talk about it or to say? Because the glitter industry refuses to tell anybody who their largest purchaser is and wants it to be a secret. I don't know why this is an issue, but it's really funny. What's up, Nate? Yeah, we're playing this game. So if you know any of the answers. Oh, okay, so it is that. So it is that. So they use the glitter to kind of detect where something was used at, or. All right, that makes sense. All right, cool. That's a source right there that I trust 1000%. All right, let's go. Next question. We're on 9 out of 10. Which spending initiative is real? Development Fund for an African Space Program. The U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, is providing $35 million to kickstart an African space program. promoting STEM education and satellite technology in partner nations? Or is it empowering minority populations of women at risk for HIV/AIDS for Equity in Recovery project is to increase engagement in care for racial and ethnic medically underserved women. Department of Health and Human Services granted $1 million to improve HIV/AIDS treatment engagement among racial and ethnic minority women through targeted outreach and support programs. I would have to go with the right. And that's one of those ones that I'm like, I don't see any problem with that. $1 million to anything, anything helping study. I actually wouldn't be against helping Africa start a space program, like launching satellites and things like that. $35 million from taxpayer money, though, seems like that would be very, very... I contracted for 10 years for Army after retirement development crap. I know I seen, I remember some really cool stuff that you were showing, with drones and with different like types of grenade launchers before. Like I've seen some really cool stuff from you. All right. We got 3 votes, most of them for the right. Let's see. Yes, it's real. All right. Again, that's one that I don't have a problem with that. All right, we're going to start a new poll. Okay. Did the State Department fund for a U.S. Embassy softball league in Nigeria? So they allocated $28 million to establish a softball league for U.S. Embassy staff across African posts, fostering team building and cultural exchange with local communities. I could definitely see them doing that. $28 million. Kind of crazy unless they had to like build the stadiums or like build the fields. Or is it SBA spending on famous musicians through COVID relief program? Small Business Administration distributed approximately $200 million in COVID relief funds to well-known and financially successful musicians through programs intended to help struggling businesses. Oh no! $200 million. $200 million went to musicians instead of businesses. 28 million. Do you think it's a lot if it was, let's say, I wonder how many embassies we have in Africa. So let's look that up. How many US embassies throughout Africa? As of early 2025, there are 54 African nations. The US has embassies in 49 of them. So 49 embassies. If they built a field at each of those, because they have their own funds for MWR crap, own planes and everything. I'm afraid it's going to be the one on the right. I'm afraid that $200 million went to singers instead of helping businesses during COVID. Because COVID-19 was the funds that we were giving out is insane. And the amount of fraud that was involved in it is ludicrous. All right, so we got 100% going to the right. Oh man, it is. It's probably from the Festivus report. So let's see if we could find it. Let's see. don't see it on here. I'm trying to go through these fast so that I don't get I don't want to get clues. Oh, here it is right here. 200 million tickets to back. Oh my God. It wasn't even going to the singers. Sadly, but not surprisingly, SBA failed to deliver. Business Insider identified dozens of famous music artists and their touring companies that received over 200 million through the program. So they were able to go in and just get loans because they weren't able to tour anymore. So basically, they lost their jobs because of COVID. So-called small business owners such as Post Malone, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Smashing Pumpkins received up to 10 million each. Even Nickelback received 2 million. While some may claim these funds were used to keep supporting staff, artists were not required to do so, and we have no way to determine how these blank checks were used. Okay, so 200 million to these artists if they had a staff and they were paying them because they were basically out of work. I wouldn't have too much of a problem with that. The downside to this is those people also were out of work, so they could have got the PPP loans, so they could have filed for COVID relief themselves and got the 600 a week or whatever it was. And then also got on top of that these $10 million to Chris Brown, $10 million to Post Malone, $8 million to Smashing Pumpkins, $9 million to Steve Aoki. Usher got $3 million. I don't know who Becky G is, got $2 million. Slipknot got $9 million. Lil Wayne got $9 million. Vampire Weekend got $8 million. Korn got $5 million. Father John, I don't know who that is. Father John Misty? I don't know. Even Nickelback. Is Nickelback even? I thought they were Canadian. Maybe not though. So this is one of those ones where it's a lot of money. 200 million is a lot of money. And I could see where it would be justified if they were paying their employees that could no longer work because of COVID lockdowns. But again, the government was handing out checks to people that couldn't work because of lockdowns. Oh man, I'm really torn on this. I'm really torn on whether it's one of those things where you have to like throw it up and we got 10 out of 10. Let's go. Let's go. We got 10 out of 10. I'm afraid to start another game because I don't know how many questions there are. We accidentally started over about halfway through the first one and we saw some repeats of it. And maybe I could figure out a way to, I don't know, make this up myself. Which one is real? Do more of these like interactive things. We'll have to try it again. Maybe I'll try it again tomorrow during the day when we could get some more people online and have more conversation about it. Yo, Bad Wolf, what's going on? You just missed it, buddy. I'm just about to take off, but I'm gonna come back online again tomorrow, and maybe we'll do the same thing. Maybe we'll try it, and I'm probably gonna do a live stream featuring mostly Harry Mack content, because tomorrow night I'm going to a Harry Mack concert, and I think it's kind of cool. I think it'd be cool to get into the Harry Mack rhythm before I go to the show. Also have a lot of projects that I need to be working on, but I just have not had the motivation to do anything. And I thought this would be really fun to get in here and get back online and talk to you guys. But I am going to go eat some dinner and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. You guys are around. That was really fun though. That was really fun. I think we worked out some kinks. Maybe I'll get a mod in here tomorrow that can make the polls so I don't have to stop each time. HMAC reactions on Black Pegasus is how I found Ren. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, it's you know, kind of how I found Ren as well. It's not how I found Ren, but it's how I kind of connected to Ren, because I watched all Harry Mack reactions, found Black Pegasus through Harry Mack reactions. I'd already known about Ren because of my son, and then I saw reactors start reacting to Ren. So kind of similar. But yeah, Black Pegasus is definitely my favorite reactor for Harry. Watching him freestyle and stuff too. I miss that, but I understand why he's not doing it anymore. I almost wore a Black Pegasus shirt tonight, but it's a little wrinkled. It's clean, but it was kind of like had some clothes on top of it. So wrinkled, so I didn't wear it. That's really cool. This is fun though. This is cool. I'll try it probably one more time tomorrow and see if we could have some fun with it while there's more people in here. And if you join tomorrow and you see the answers that we already went over, just don't say anything. You could vote, but don't say anything. But yo, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys tomorrow.